Hey, welcome back to the shop with that's Yampuso for one. It's a beautiful Wednesday, and on our Vogoufe Aine Kosonfe. Yes, we have to say, Awushinago for all those that walk in the faith. Bless. Right here, we back in the shop. We just getting some work done for a very, very special customer who's always believed since day one, and who also I enjoy doing business with. This person is very phenomenal in regards to not just beauty shops, but also in terms of financial advice, taxes, tax preparation. I have the information up soon, but yes, this person is very very phenomenal in their thinking and their business mindset. So we have to elevate our brothers and sisters when they're also holding the bar up high, that high black standard. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta respect that. But we're back at it again. Gold, silver, and white. Right now, we're just weeding out the gold and the silver, fusing the two. Creating some sort of symbiotic fusion so that the colors can have some sort of harmony, some love. Because it's not just one single color; it's three colors. So, gold, white, and silver. As you can see, the R is in silver, and then the S is in silver, and then the Y is in silver. Everything else is in gold. So it gives it this unique, um, look, which is what I feel like the client is looking for. So hey, whatever the client feels is best is what the client is gonna get. That's what we here. We're here to just create happiness. But right now, what we vibe into, pardon me if I go out for a little bit and just let the music vibe out. I'm just gonna zone in and just get a little work done. You know, feel free to just go with the flow with me. And, you know, here and there I might throw a couple comments on certain current trends. Today, I feel like mental health is a big thing that we often neglect, but it's something that we ought to, touch on. I call it crafting and brainstorming. You understand? So crafting and brainstorming. That is the title for this one today. Back in the shop part two. Crafting and brainstorming. Topic of the day, mental health. Be back soon. Our Shinago. Today is Papa Ogu's day, so we have to salute the high spirit that watches over thee. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If I could do it, you could do it. Mind over matter, you know? It's not hard. It takes a little time. Beautiful thing about today's day and age is the internet. Everything is up there, so if you look, you shall find. You understand? If you look, you shall find. You just have to be willing to be open to the results you seek. Because sometimes it may not be the best. Now we're jumping back to the topic of mental health. I know a lot of you may be watching the news. Let me put this down a little bit, excuse me. Pardon my dinner manners or dinner table manners. I gotta be receptive to my hosts, my viewers. You fine, beautiful people out there in the world. Today's topic though, mental health. What is mental health? Can you see it? Does it have a look? Uh, I would say no and yes. It's dual, the response, I know, but not every answer yields a simple response. Not every question, correction, not every question yields a simple response. Sometimes what we seek is complex. You may see a person and they appear to be fully healthy, and yet in reality, there's something going on. You just don't know it. That's why I take my time. I say hi to people. People look at me sometimes like I'm super nice. Yeah, I know my heart. You know, I realize that sometimes all it takes is a hi, how you doing? How's your day going? It's just a simple greeting. And even that in itself can open up a lot of doors. People be going through a lot of battles, man. The physical battle is one thing. Right now we have what? Division, the race card being played, you got the trump card and all that. And you got the division in the medical industries, you have the division in the quote unquote the streets, you have division in the music industry, you have division everywhere. It's a popular trend. It's a popular metadata right now. But they can only conquer if you allow the division to engulf you, you know. You have to free your mind, man. And that is why mental health is key, because no one really knows all the answers. I mean, sometimes the answers, the true answers, they really lie deep within. And you have to search to find. They don't just come out like that. You have to really sit down and talk to yourself, meditate, and really just listen to the silent voice in your heart. There you find that there exists a dimension unknown to man, a plateau that is uh, undiscoverable, you know, by just any man. You have to be a certain type of man or woman. This is gender neutral, as is the universal principle of gender. Mind is all. All is mind. Your heart being the first organ that manifests, that emulates, upon birth. You know, that is a key and significant thing, because in your heart lies, as the ancient Comedics used to say, the seat of your soul. There, you can access different portals and dimensions that certain people just they can't fathom. Imagine like ancient tribes like the Dogons in ancient Ghana, ancient Mali, who were able to just, well, West Africa, don't quote me, but West Africa to be exact, the region. However, I believe it is either Ghana or Mali. I'll update the correction. But they were able to sit back and calculate certain mathematics and astrological realms that even men with their instruments, they aren't as close to doing. And without their instruments, they still be lost. These folks, as melanated and carbonated as they were, divine beings, yes, they were able to pinpoint certain planetary locations, you understand? Orion's belt, you understand? Which is key in understanding the divinity of man, the soul of man. By the way, the constellations, how each of the pyramids or vortexes, how they are connected to the electromagnetic force fields in the earth, which is what a lot of the pyramids they do. They just sit there to signify, or they're symbolic of where they are, a lot of them. If you look at it from a grid and see how the energy flows in and out, a lot of these temples or ancient rituals that were held in these sacred grounds, so many things went on, and you just have to open your mind to it. When you watch movies like Apocalypto, for example, that's why I say your mind is strong. When your mind is strong, you can't be fooled. That's why I say mental health. There's a lot of tricks going on right now. Y'all be ready for Project Bluebeam. If y'all don't know what that is, please look into that. Don't be fooled by the holographic games they'll play with y'all. Yes, they may have um, UFOs flying up and about. You know, we all know about Roswell and all these other things. But please check out William Cooper. Behold the Pale Horse. You know, and big boys, you know, big brother, man, they been on some things, man. And I'm not saying that it's fake, but all I'm saying is that it's planned. Why now? You know, it's like something out of a movie. But instead, we're the people that are right there in the battlefield. You understand? So just gather your intellect, do some digging, you know. Rabbit hole goes deep. You know, fun fact, MLK never died on the balcony. He died right there in a hospital bed. You know, he was smothered by a doctor. His family sued the boys, the big boys, and they won. FBI to be exact. Ashe Baba de Gregory. Ashe Papa de Saline. Ashe Papa Shaka Zulu. Ashe all our fallen ancestors who paved the way. As they say, this revolution will not be televised, so it's each one teach one. You understand? We're crafting and brainstorming. You know, in this world, we all, or better yet, we each have our own epistemology, our own view of the world, and better yet, how it should be. And it is, you know, influenced by our culture. Me being from Haiti, you know, Haiti, I see the world for what it is, and I see it in many different ways. Whereas somebody else may not, and I don't disagree with that. I'm not here to debate anybody. Oftentimes, I don't even feel the need to explain anything to anybody. But if there is a certain respect level, I will. If not, then I won't. I don't tolerate arrogance. You understand? Or better yet, I don't tolerate ignorance because information is free and information is everywhere. The World Wide Web, it was created so that we could be connected. You understand? How are we not connecting and evolving? A lot of us are. So the rest of us that aren't, please get on board. Wake up. Smell the coffee. Project Blue Beam. You understand? Look into the underground buildings if you're into that kind of stuff. But you don't have to. But one thing I realize is I'm one person that have one certain faith that I walk, you know, in my walk of life. However, I do research. I do research on everybody else's walk of faith. So that way I can be in the know, I can communicate, and I can understand the walk of life. I can understand them and be sympathetic with their, you know, calling and their way of life. You understand? So it's all a respect thing. It's all a matter of overstanding. It's all a matter of being the best you, you know. Put some music on for y'all. Mental health, mind over matter. Mind over matter.